Hello everyone, my name is Susanna Nunez. It is Friday, November 15th, 2024, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my family. So, to begin with, I'm the youngest of three children that my parents had. We grew up with both of our parents, living at home and being married together. My oldest sibling and I have a 6-year age gap. He is my oldest brother, and then I have another older brother. Me and him have a 3-year age gap, which makes me the youngest and the only girl that my parents had. So when I think about when we were younger, I think we did fit the stereotype of the oldest sibling being the more mature, the more academically set and ambitious child, than my other brother being, the peacemaker, and then me being the spoiled brat, having the big personality. So for my oldest brother, that looked like him going to college first and setting the standard that he graduated and honors, and he, got a double bachelor's degree from North Carolina State University. And, he kind of set the standard for us to kind of follow in those footsteps, which are some big footsteps to fill. And so to follow that lead, it's it's kind of like a big standard set for us to follow, like an example. My middle brother, he was definitely the peacemaker. He was shy, he was a little bit more reserved, kind of a go with the flow kind of thing. And so he definitely fit the middle child stereotype. There was three of us, so we have exactly one person for each birth order. And so, for that it looked like for him, just in general, being the nice sibling, being, the resolver of any issues we would face. And, he is, more quiet and takes a little bit more to open up, but that's kind of expected with the birth order. And me, I'm the youngest. I definitely have the biggest personality. I have the most confidence. I go out and seek opportunities that my brothers never sought out. For example, I moved to California when I was 19 and I didn't come back till I was 21. That was something that, no one in my family has ever done before. And I remember seeing in the video that she mentioned, the second video that was attached in Moodle, that she said sometimes, a younger child might have tendencies of being the oldest child. Like, it may seem that way, because they're trying to compete with the older sibling, but I don't think I ever saw it that way. I just think my siblings and I are older now. We're our own people. And so, I never felt the pressure to, like, as an adult, to follow my brother's footsteps. Although it did kind of weigh on me as a younger kid, not going to college right out of high school. But, I'm making my own way. I moved out, I explored what life was like outside of North Carolina. I came back and now I'm going to UNC Chapel Hill in the fall of 25. So, as far as stereotypes go, when we were younger children, yes, we did fit the stereotype of, oldest being the overachiever, middle being the quiet, shy child, and then the youngest person being the big personality and spoiled brat. But, we're all adults now. We've pushed past these things. We do, I mean, honestly, even as adults, we sometimes have these tendencies. I still live with my parents at home, and for example, I have the biggest bedroom in the house. My bedroom has a huge walk-in closet. I have a bathroom in my room, and my room is huge. And that's something, I always had my own room growing up, and that's something my siblings didn't have. And so, do I think birth order affects personality? I think it does. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it's like our parents have us and they're like, this child has to be this way, this child has to be this way, the youngest child has to be this way. I just think it has to do with just our parents' experience changing with each child that comes. First child's not going to be raised like the second child's going to be raised. It's going to be different because first child, you're inexperienced, you're figuring things out. By second child, you kind of already know what you're doing. With the third child, it's kind of like, all right, you already know what to expect. And, the expectations are different and outcomes are different. And I don't think it's intentional, birth order affecting personality. I just kind of think it is how families play out. when having kids.